Hey, how's everybody doing today? We all having a wonderful night. I know that we've had a stressful few days with a drunken, belligerent man-child that has just treated his fans like absolute dog shit, and I don't think any of us should have to stand for it. I'm sure you all agree with that. I know the people that donated are definitely feeling slighted by the fact that they paid $4,100 for a morbidly obese pussy to lay in bed all day, not film, lay drunk, passed out on a beach, and think that he's somehow God's gift to the world. I'm sorry, you're an asshole. When you take money from people and you do not give them what they pay for, and then you decide to insult them and ban them out of your server when they say, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Then sorry, I don't feel sorry for you. And when I hear that people decide to fuck with you in real life just for fun, and they throw some ice on you, and you decide to freak out and corner Andy, who has an anxiety disorder, in a fucking bedroom, and you won't let him leave, and you're holding your fists up and go, yeah, you want to go? You want to go? Sorry, I don't feel sorry for you at that point. You're a fucking asshole. You're an absolute prick. You're a drunk mess with a severe problem with yourself. You drink because you're unhappy, and you're unhappy because you drink. That's why you're crocked at 10 in the fucking morning on Maker's Mark. That's why the cops had to pick you up off the beach today because you were so fucking drunk. You passed out on the sand. Where's the Dan? I thought he was coming back Wednesday, then he was coming back Monday. Now it's going to be Thursday. If I were him, I'd stay in China and go nowhere fucking near you because you are radioactive. I don't have any respect for somebody like you. And you know what? You talked all that shit today on Cog's channel. You talked shit to Cog, acting like you were too good to be on his channel. Oh, I'm not going to let this happen on this channel because I'm such a pussy. I got to act like Tonka and mute somebody because I can't handle people yelling all over me all the time. Cog, why won't you moderate? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Cog doesn't moderate because he knows how to run a channel. And you just shit all over people. You have become everything you have ever fucking hated. Everything. You hated the hug box. You're a hug box now. You hated people threatening to fight people in real life. You just did that this afternoon. You are everything that you hated in Tonka. You are Tonka, DSP, Wings of Redemption. You are everything combined. You are the epitome of a piece of shit. And I feel nothing but just absolute disappointment in the failure that you have become. And I'm sure your fans do too. You had Andy who took a risk to move across the country from fucking Canada all the way into a brand new country that he doesn't have residency in. Moved all of his shit to move in with you in Virginia, and now you're telling him to get out? You're telling him, oh, it's my room. You don't. I don't need to be there with you. Fuck you. Get out of my room. Yeah, you're a real great guy, Ethan. You're a real brave man. Cornering a dude with an anxiety disorder while you're drunk and twice his size, and you can just sit on him and crush him. Yeah, that's very brave. We should all be afraid of the morbidly obese man absorbing him into his gunt. I feel absolutely just disappointed in all of this. This is one of the biggest reasons why I did not want to go because I saw how Ralph's drinking was getting progressively worse. And I talked about this with Andy, and I was like, dude, I don't want to hang out with that dude because he's just an alcoholic. He's not a good person. I can see it. I can see the kind of person that Ralph is. And I know that he is always going to be this. And I don't want to be anywhere near this person. And I knew this from the get go. It's just absolutely. I don't know how anybody couldn't have seen this coming. No, Ralph can't file a restraining order against me. This is the second thing I'm going to bring up because he's such a fat lummox retard. Let me just go ahead and go to the editor, pull this up on screen, do the window capture. Let's see. Brave is going to be, yeah, this one. There we go. Let's pull this up. Tried to. Is that like how I tried to send, hookers and food to the building because you said that never happened, but Andy and Failure and AG Luck all confirmed it did happen. They confirmed that the food kept coming for hours and that you were freaking the fuck out because it just kept coming. So I don't know why you're lying. You said you called the front desk and nothing was ever going to happen, but it did. And I kept laughing as it happened because you're completely powerless. You've built yourself into this hug box where you think that you're untouchable. You think that you're absolutely untouchable and that you could be a complete prick to people on the internet and that people can't fuck with you. Well, I'm going to continue to fuck with you. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. You can bleach your hair, you can cry all you want, but I can mess with you as much as I want, as long as it's in good fun, and I'm having fun, and my fans are entertained. And as time goes on and you continue to insult your fans and to call people that are disabled veterans jilted spurgs, and you continue to ban patrons out of your chat when they ask you why you keep changing your Patreon rewards and not actually living up to them. When you ban people who donated to your Indiegogo and think that you're a piece of shit for not living up and filming like you promised and tell them that you don't owe them shit. Do you honestly think that people are going to continue to stand by you, Ralph? Do you think that anybody has any kind of respect for that? And then Andy, who is your friend, you go the extra mile and you threaten him in the room. And Andy said that on stream. We can go back and clip it. He said you cornered him, you kept the door shut, you pulled your arms up, and you said you want to go. Well, I'll tell you what, Ralph. You had all this fucking mouth on Cog's channel. I already texted Andy. And I also texted the guy that owns Valor Fights. And I said, let's do something around September. So I will give your fat ass 6 months to get in shape. A shape other than being a bloviated, gunted oval. And then I will take you in that ring, and I will beat the pussy out of you. And we'll see how long you're running your mouth. And we'll see how long the retort lasts after I knock the fucking highlights out of your hair. Walking around like Brienne of Gunts. Nobody has any respect for you. You're a fat drunk oaf. The only thing we did was find you redeemable because occasionally when you were drunk you said something funny. You don't deserve any of that money. You don't deserve 4K. You don't deserve 4,100. You don't even deserve $50. Because you've done nothing but drink for the majority of the trip. And by the way, if anybody wants to go see, he never went into that store last night. He never bought a burger. He walked out of the bathroom and reached into his pocket and pulled the burger out of his pocket because he grabbed it out of the trash. He's a fucking dumpster diving fat fuck who ate a burger out of the fucking trash. I even freeze framed it, zoomed in on it, and watched the fucking dude walk out. He never, ever, even one time, went into that shop to buy a burger. We watched Andy leave the fucking place. We saw exactly where the doors were. He walked out of the bathroom, past the trash, and that was the fucking burger that SoCal Chris didn't finish. You remember how SoCal Chris was eating a burger when they were standing in front of the fucking trash thing? He never fucking went in the store. I can pull it up on screen right now for you guys. Hold on, I'll pull it up right now. I watched it on my history the other day. Let me go to the YouTube thing and get it for you. I'll show it to you right now. He fucking never went in the store. Was it history? Was that Miami Part 2? It was the one that was an hour. Yeah, here it is. Copy image address. Fuck. Copy link address. Okay. Is this it? No, this was last night. Hold on. Road trip to Miami. This is it. I grabbed the wrong one. Give me a sec. Okay, so there's him eating the fucking nachos.
Honestly, hoping it would be that you may.
So right here, you see Andy leave.
Honestly, hope.
Let me go ahead and make sure this is like blown up for you dudes. There you go. That should be good. So you see Andy leave at this point.
All right, let's go. Bye, guys. Have a nice day.
There's one door right here, and it's the only door to get into the fucking gas station.
I'll be right back.
That was not cool, guys.
They go out.
You made
Now
You made by
there's a door here, and there's another door here, and they're both pull doors. So when you pull them open, you can see them.
life uncomfortable. Oh my god. Look at this. Why would you
So
wait?
he goes out,
Oh, you see their.
out.
I mean, yeah, well, yeah.
leaves. Now you see Ralph. He is just scarfing down nachos like a fucking pig. He literally looks like Gru from fucking Despicable Me.
Show him.
He's going, show him, don't show me. Look at him. He's just scarfing down nachos like a fucking pig. Just 8 fucking pounds of cheese and fucking chili. Disgusting.
Knickers, like said out loud.
Now you see this green light right here? There's a bathroom over here. And as you can clearly see, from here all the way through here, there's not a single door to get into the place. There's no other door. There's the one door in the middle where the gas pumps are. There's no other way to get into that store.
Loud, and they watch out, you murder me.
So Ralph, you can see him. He walks off right here, and he goes into the bathroom. Okay. Now the door is over on this side. He never opens the door. He never goes into the place at all. Andy walks away.
Smoke. Let's go to the soul.
He goes to smoke.
Oh, me. Fuck.
When?
Guys are.
At this time, Ralph has been gone about 4 minutes.
Didn't say anything.
Now, fucking at this point, SoCal Chris had eaten a burger, but he didn't finish it because he didn't like it. So he put it in the trash, and we saw SoCal Chris throw it in the trash.
They were cool about it. Hurry.
I don't know. I'm fucking stabbing it.
Now, SoCal Chris is right here. The door is right here, and there's another door here. So if he opened the door, it would have swung out, and we would have seen a door open right here. Now watch very closely. I'll go ahead and I'll zoom in for you guys. Watch the center screen right here.
Yeah, like an idiot. Fucking not even fucking participating. Fucking faggot.
We'll go ahead and we'll set this to 25. We'll mute it. And we'll skip ahead. Now watch very closely. You never see this door open. Never opens once. Watch Ralph. He will come from the bathroom. It's hilarious at this point. Now watch. He's coming. Andy yells at SoCal Chris. He says, fill the gas or some shit. Now watch. You're gonna see Ralph. He's coming back from the bathroom. He never went into the store. He comes from this side where the bathroom is. That door never opened up. He would have been coming from the left side of the screen, not the right. He walked from the bathroom directly to where the place is. He never went in either door. Andy's laughing. Now watch him. Now he comes waddling over. Now you figure if he bought something, he'd have a receipt in his hand. Never. Now watch this shit. Now Ralph's just sitting there. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. He waddles over. Watch his hand. Watch this hand right here. He's walking over to Andy slowly. Very slowly. He puts his hand in his pocket. You can see him fishing around in his pocket. He picks the burger wrapper out of his pocket and puts it in his hand. He never bought that burger, and he never bought it in the store. He never went in the store. He came from the bathroom directly and walked past the trash. He was already eyeing the burger when Chris was eating it. This fucking dude literally took a fucking piece of a burger that Chris ate out of the bathroom and literally stole it and put it in his pocket. put it out of his pocket. So, just put a piece of burger. Now you see him, he's opening it. He's about to stuff it in his mouth. Now let's just speed it up.
Home tomorrow.
Look at him, he's opening the burger right now.
Ow! What the fuck?
What fucking burger place puts a little tiny piece of a burger in a giant wrapper like that? It was already eaten. This motherfucker took the burger out of the trash.
Ow! What the
Look at him, he's about to stuff it in his fucking mouth. He's eyeing
By
the
the way,
burger.
I saved my chest. Look.
Look at him. He's ashamed. He
I don't
knows
think
he
you
took
can
it out of the
really see,
trash.
it's kinda dark.
Look.
No, you can't do that on stream.
Then he ate it.
Whoa.
Then he comes up to Andy. He's like, I
Did
took
you
a
pump
bit
it?
of a burger.
Pump the gas. Let's go. Are we done? Stupid fucking pumping gas is what I'm paying for. Pumping gas.
I just got a free cheeseburger bite in there. I just picked it up and ate it.
He never went in the store. He literally took it from the fucking trash can. It's disgusting that he would even do this. And I also have clips that we can play too. So the first one is this. This is what happened earlier because Ralph had already been picked up by the cops earlier in the day. He was drinking on the beach and the cops told him to stop drinking. They told him multiple times and he continued to drink. And I have no way in hell the same shape as fucking Ralph. Ralph is easily 350 pounds. I weigh fucking less than 240. Out of your fucking mind. That dude can't even see his dick when he looks down. So look at Ralph. They brought a fan in because they've been hanging out with this fan all day. All day. They've been hanging out with this dude all day. He never fucking once got out of bed other than to get drunk on the beach. He is absolutely despicable at this point. He has done one fan meetup in DC. They didn't do anything in Virginia besides get drunk. He pretended that he got raided by the cops. We still haven't seen the carbon paper. He's a fucking liar. Now he changed his story on Cogs. On Cogs' channel, he said, oh, I don't know, it could have been an FBI agent. But on his channel, he said it was. And that the partner was definitely an FBI agent. And no, I used to be over 520 pounds. So 240 is pretty fucking good. So he goes, he attacks Cog. And that was after he spent the entire night attacking all of his fans on Twitter and acting like an asshole. So I kept fucking with him. I didn't care. I was going to fuck with him all night. I sent fucking food well until 5 in the morning because I thought it was funny. And I sent fucking hook. I sent trannies, everything. Well, apparently, after this whole thing happened, they started to get concerned for him. They started to get concerned for the way that he's acting, the way that he's treating his fans. He's not filming. He's not doing what he says he's going to do. He continually just lays in bed all day. He was supposed to be filming the whole time. Failure told us that when he spanked Andy, it was because Andy was waving his dick in fucking Ralph's face. And that he smacked his ass so that Andy would stop waving his dick in Ralph's face. Which to me is fucking hilarious. Why is that not being filmed? Why is that not being recorded? That would have been fucking hilarious to release to the fans. Like, none of this shit was filmed. None of it was filmed. The fucking Andy smashing the wash on the floor, the fucking weird dancing, all of that shit. Andy said he was annoyed earlier because people aren't filming, so was Failure. And all Ralph has done is just lay in the hotel room and sleep or pass out on the beach and just be drunk all day. It is just absolute bullshit that somebody like Ralph can take $4,100 from his fans and be like, I don't give a fuck about them. I don't owe them shit. It was just the dumbest thing they've ever seen. And this is all that happened. They brought some ice, and they were going to dump ice on him. Listen to how this baby acts.
Dump the ice. It was the fan. It was the fan who came to Matt and he ran out because you scared him.
It was who?
It was the fan who came to meet you.
You were on the side.
I swear to God. Did he hide?
I don't know where he went.
That was all that happened. And he apparently threw a fucking temper tantrum after that. The guy threw a bag of ice on him. And he fucking got mad and like threw it at the door. And then apparently he trapped Andy in the room when Andy was like, "What is going on with you?" And Andy was screaming for help. He told the whole story on his stream about how he was yelling for help and how Ralph was putting his fists up and going, "Oh, you want to go? You want to go? You want to go?" He was doing the same thing to me on Cog's channel. And he was like, "This is my room. You can get out." And he was acting like an asshole. It's not cool. And Andy admitted that he was yelling for help. He was screaming, "Somebody help me, get me out of here." And the fucking hotel people were getting called over it. This is what Ralph is doing to his fans and to his co-hosts. He's attacking his fans. He's attacking people that are there filming with him. He is a drunk, unstable monster who needs to be taken out before he gets too big for his own good. So, out of concern for Andy's well-being, as well as AG Luck and all the other people who aren't even drunk, and Ralph's been drunk all day, and he's been drunk the most of the week actually. I called the local police, and I said there is a drunk, belligerent man who is acting like an asshole and kicking people out of the room, and I'm scared for my friends, and I think that he could attack them if they go back to the hotel room. They don't want to deal with his shit. They're worried about going back or how he will act if they go back to the room. I really think that he needs to be sobered up. I think you need to go and pick him up and put him in a drunk tank. And they said, "Well, how belligerent is he?" And I said, "Very belligerent." And they said, "Well, we have a bunch of reports of people being drunk all day. Can you describe him?" So I described the way that he looked today. And they said, "Yeah, we had an officer deal with him earlier. They just lodged a file of complaint against him because he was passed out drunk in the public." So I let them know that he's, again, drunk, again, unstable, and he could possibly attack somebody if they don't take him in. Well, sure enough, they sent a bunch of cops. I called Andy. I told Andy what was going on and that the cops wanted to speak to him. Andy didn't want to deal with it, so he sent AG Luck to deal with it. So now I think AG Luck went with the cops. And of course, Ralph is lying his ass off like he always does. He always tries to make up some story so he doesn't seem like a pussy or like somebody that got fucked with, because Ralph can't handle being the butt of a joke. You know, he's okay with fucking with Mundane Matt and making fun of his format, but when you say he's doing the same thing, you're an asshole. If you fucking say, "Oh, well, you're acting like Tonko, why are you challenging people to fights?" You're being an asshole, but it's perfectly okay for him to do it. He's fine with us fucking with his fans. He's fine with us fucking with his patrons as long as they pay him. In which he let myself and Plate Gang get into his patron chat and fuck with his patrons all the time. He continually lies about everything. He's a piece of shit, and he's just a drunk lush. And seriously, if you just imagine what would have happened if nobody called the cops, Andy went back thinking he was just going to grab his shit and leave, and Ralph, being completely drunk, attacked Andy. Ralph has a history. He went to jail for 8 months for being drunk and belligerent and taking a swing at a cop. He was already threatening Andy earlier in the night. And I know you people think nothing would happen, but they already put him in jail for it previously. He'd already been to jail and served 8 months in prison for being drunk and attacking somebody. He's already attacked people, including his fans. He was attacking Andy. He was screaming at Andy. Sorry, I'm not letting people do shit like that. I don't think it's right, and I don't think it's cool. It's just really fucked up that anybody would continue to support Ralph. He's not a good guy. He's not nice. He doesn't respect his fans. He doesn't even respect his own friends. He is literally the equivalent of a mean, nasty drunk. He needs to sober the fuck up and he needs to deal with reality. He thinks that he's able to just continue to attack people and burn bridges while he's drunk, and then say, I don't care, I'm on the kill stream, and I'm the best there ever was. Like I said yesterday, you forgot where you came from. You were nothing a year ago. You're already back to being nothing. You're using memology to bring yourself back to YouTube, and you don't care. If you really didn't care about the fact that memology had 100,000 subs, you would go on Purple Dragon with Andy's channel. You wouldn't be on memology, who has 100 and something thousand subs and got props from PewDiePie. And all of his fans the entire time have been saying, why the fuck are you doing this? We don't want your shit on memology's channel. Stop streaming this shit. And memology has gotten nothing but shit for hosting Ralph. And you think Ralph cares? He doesn't give a fuck. All he wants is the super chats. Oh, I don't care. I don't need the views. I don't need I don't need to be monetized. I just got the super chats. So, you know, what do you think? I'm the Ralph retort. You can't abort the retort. Just yeah. Well, you can abort the retort. You're a drunk lummox, and I'm gonna keep messing with you until you end up fucking snapping. And this is hilarious. This is the funniest thing I've ever read all day. Is this kind of like when you said nothing was going to happen and the food was not going to come because he called the front desk? Because we've already had everybody there confirm that the food and everything else did come and that you were lying. So can we really take you seriously at this point, Ralph? Because you've already lied about the cops. You said the FBI was there. You said they checked your thing and they said, oh, we don't need to do any kind of forensics. It's okay. You're fine. You're a fucking liar. And I guarantee you that Zidane probably won't be there tomorrow either. If Zidane was smart, he'd stay in China and never come back because you're a fucking slob. And you do nothing to better anybody. Like I said yesterday, what you really need to do, Ralph, is take a long, hard look at yourself and ask if the room becomes brighter when you enter it or when you leave it. And at this point, it becomes brighter when you leave it. Because you're a drunk, obnoxious slob. And that was half the reason why I did not want to go on this trip. And I told Andy this privately. That I did not want to move in with you guys. Because I saw what kind of alcoholic you are. I know what kind of alcoholic you are. I've dealt with people like that. You are somebody that is not very motivated in life. You've never really succeeded at anything. And YouTube was your small little niche where you could get a little bit of success. Because you're not going to get very far with a political science degree. You might become a manager at Starbucks. That's about it. You're not personable. You're not a likable person. You're a money-hungry person that only cares about money. That's why you constantly bring it up and try to tell me that I'm broke and that I need the money. Because, to be honest, I think we know that that's your weak point. Because you were the one that was crying to everybody on Streamy about money, not me. I donated my money to charity. I don't care. I don't need money. I'm not like you. I have a real degree and a real job. If I need money, I'll just go take a contract or sign a new client. Gator's the same way. He works at Trader Joe's. He's not reliant upon you. You don't even pay your co-hosts. You're that greedy that you don't even pay Zidane and Gator, who do the majority of the work for you. Zidane's the one that books the guests that come on the show, not you. Gator's the one that gets the soundboards and the articles ready for you. What do you really do? You show up 20 minutes late, usually drunk, and then you read the news and slur and ramble for fucking 5 hours for something that should take you less than 30 minutes to review. You are everything that they've said you are. You are mundane Matt. You're terrible at video games, so you're DSP. You're an asshole who thinks everybody has it out for you because you're overly successful in your own head, so your wings are redemption. And you're mundane Matt, because all you do is read the news, because you're not good enough to get guests that are worth talking about. And when you do get the guests, you fumble and fuck around, and you have to wait for Zidane to carry the show for you, because usually you're drunk. I mean, just look at your show the other day. You were completely fucking smashed, and Gator had to take turns between coddling your balls and blowing the chat to keep your show maintained for more than an hour, because you kept walking off and saying, Gator, sing him a song. Gator, sing him a song. Yeah, because we really want to listen to Reddit old fag sing a song. I don't even want to listen to him talk. I usually clip through the parts where he's talking because there's nothing worth listening to. You're not a good person and you're fucking lying. You also don't know how the law works. Because one, you have to prove that somebody has committed a crime before the cops can look up somebody's address. And do you know what else? The cops can't see somebody's address if they're not local unless they have a driver's license ID number. So you're a fucking liar. There's no way in hell a cop gave you any docs about me because you're a fucking bullshitter. Also, you can't file a restraining order against a male unless you're in a domestic partnership with them. They don't just give restraining orders out. It's not the 1980s anymore. You have to have a history of domestic abuse or a history of abuse and concern for your life. There's no history there. We never lived together. We're not in a domestic partnership. And I'm not gay. So last time I checked, you can't do anything like that. You have to have a long history, have lived with the person, or have had a relationship with the person to get a restraining order on them. I know this because one of my friends had a problem with her ex who wouldn't leave her alone. And the only way that she was able to get it was he literally had to come to the state and harass her in the new state. So you're a fucking liar. Also, to be able to be able to get a restraining order in general, the short-term restraining orders an officer can give you, but they only last 90 days, and then you have to reapply them. They also have to know where the person is, and if the person doesn't live in the state where you're getting the docs to serve the restraining order, you can't have it served to them. You also, much like when you have somebody served with a subpoena, you have to know where they live so that you can get somebody to serve them from the court. You don't know where I live. You have no idea where I am. You don't know what state I'm in. So you're a fucking liar. Sure, they gave you a pamphlet to tell you how to file a restraining order, but when you go in to file one, they're going to say, were you in a relationship with this person? No. Were you friends with this person? No. Did you live with them? No. Have you ever met them? No. Do you know where they live? Not really. What do you have? I think I have possibly their name. I think I know maybe one company they work for. I think I got them though. Like, find them, do something. Well, do you have proof that they've committed a crime? No. Well, do you know anything about them? I know that they were in the news for some stuff. Oh, okay. Well, do you have evidence of them ever committing a crime? No. Yeah, that's really gonna work, Ethan. They're really gonna go out of their way to track me down because you got drunk and acted like an asshole and started throwing your fists up like you're gonna fight somebody. And what? I'm the dick because I called the cops. You know, people in the hotel called the cops too. That doesn't make them dicks. That just means that they don't like the fact that you're acting like an asshole. I mean, really, what are you gonna do? Just freak the fuck out on me? I don't care. I'm just gonna laugh at you.
Xander, I didn't dox him. That's not true.
Go dox.
That's not true. As a matter of fact, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. No, it's not true. Piece of shit. And if I had to guess, it was probably you that fucking doxed him. Motherfucking lying, cock-sucking faggot motherfucker. You want to holler over me every fucking second? I can just scream over you too, you piece of shit motherfucker. Keep fucking running your mouth. I'll just keep hollering. You motherfucking piece of shit. Eat a fucking cock. Go kill yourself. You fucking piece of motherfucking shit! I fucking goddamn! Oh, we can just holler over each other all fucking day! Oh,
So now we have him freaking out, screaming. We have a history of alcohol abuse. You're defrauding your fans. Anybody can use the Wayback Machine and go check your Patreon and how you change the rewards every month. Where's all the patron streams, Ethan, that people paid for? You only did one patron stream in, what, 5 months? Where are all the patron streams? You know, the ones where you let all the people that donate to your Patreon have talks with you and review stuff with you and be part of the show? Where is that? Where's all the crazy footage that you're supposed to be filming for this Indiegogo? You're supposed to be filming the whole time. That's what it says. Where is it? I'm not seeing anything that you're taking money for. And for somebody that claims that they don't worry about money, why were you freaking out about the fact that you might not get the subs because they would have to pay them back? Luckily for you, Sean is such a nice guy that he went ahead and he paid everybody that had subs out of his own pocket because he felt bad for shutting the site down. You were the one freaking out about it. You were the one upset because they didn't even tell you they were closing down. They told me. I guess that's what happens when you're a king and everybody else's world is just saying that you're not. You're a winner in your own mind, but in no one else's. And you honestly think that you can threaten me or scare me with this kind of shit? We've already proven that I know the law better than you. I'm able to discuss the law openly with Nick Rakita, who's a real lawyer. Do you honestly think some fat retard with a political science degree who dropped out of high school in 9th grade and spent years doing absolutely nothing besides being a fat retard eating cake is going to somehow topple me? That's not going to happen. You're just a lummox and you're toppling yourself. You're just destroying yourself. You're destroying your fan base. You're making people lose respect for you. And I liked how Andy finally was just like, you know what? Fuck you, Gator. You're a piece of shit and a pussy. Because it's true. Gator is enabling Ralph's alcoholism. Gator's supporting it. When Ralph wants to sit there and lay in bed all night and drink, Gator's like, well, I think that would be just absolutely great. You know, so what if you take a few shots, Ralph? There's nothing wrong with that. I wish I was Jim. I'm just a high energy discount Jim, you know. By the way, have you guys ever heard of Shoop de Whoop or Limim Face? Yeah. I was looking at Kirsten and she reminds me of Limim Lady Face, and she's quite beautiful, you know? She's definitely my kind of gal. She reminds me of this one time that Jim was telling me about girls on the internet, and I was just like shut the fuck up, Gator. Nobody wants to hear your stupid, bloviated fucking retorts. There is nothing you could ever say. The most enjoyable thing that could come out of Gator is silence. And the saddest thing about you is that your whole thing is a soundboard, and you're such a cuck that when Jim makes fun of you, rather than just say, this is who I am, and keep playing the soundboard, you just shut the fuck up for the whole night and didn't say anything. What a cuck. Who the hell cucks to Jim like that? I've had plenty of talks with Jim, and I've never cucked to him on anything. Anything he's disagreed with me about, well, he's entitled to his own opinion if he disagrees with me about something. But I don't need his approval. I don't need to be told, oh, well, it's okay because, you know, the Sweetie Squad supports it. I don't need that. I never have and I never will. And that's the problem with Gator. That's why nobody respects him. Because he doesn't know who he is. Same thing with Ralph. They have no idea who they are. That's why they have to drink and be retards on the internet all day. Don't you ever think that the real root cause that Ralph just sits and drinks all day long is because deep down he knows that he is just dying. His channel is dying. His fan base is turning on him. He's smashing his own fans and telling them to fuck off. Telling them he owes them nothing. He's attacking his own fans on Twitter and calling them spurgs and retards and saying that he owes them absolutely nothing. It's just so sad to see where he's come from and what he's become. He is actually suffering from the late stages of the Kumatism that people that were involved in Tonka's camp suffered from. And it's what caused the death of the Kumite. I believe that possibly when Ralph was hanging out with Tonka, Tonka must have given him a blanket, and there was Kumatism inside the blanket. And then when Ralph got chilly on one of those cold Virginia nights, he must have wrapped it around himself, and he contracted the Kumatism, and now it's killing his show too. No, literally, who? You don't eat protein powder. You usually mix it with some milk. You'd know that if you ever went outside the house. So I think he's suffering from the late stages of Kumatism, and in the same way that Tonka became obsessed with oxyberries, Ralph needs some kind of substance to process the sickness as it slowly takes over his mind and his channel. And he's just drinking the Woodford Reserve, kind of like how Tonka was chugging the firewater, as a way to come to grips with the reality that he's just not as famous as he thinks he is. And that if he's not going to innovate, he's going to be forgotten. And that's what he's being right now. He's being forgotten. So I guarantee you, 3-4 months from now, we won't even hear about this fucking guy. He'll be back down to 90 fucking people watching him. He'll be sitting there with Nora going, "Oh, please, Nora, please respect me. Stop making fun of me on Twitter. I'll get the 2,000 followers back. I'll get the 2,000 people watching again, please. Please. Nora, don't leave me. I'll buy you any purse. Valkyria, I need the link. You need to tell me where I can go to get that. Valkyria, please. Please, Valkyria, I really need to know the location of that purse place, the discount purse store, so that I could buy my purse for my wife, because I can't afford $900 for a purse. My pay pigs don't pay me enough." The guy doesn't even respect his own fans. He used to sit in Discord with me and a couple other people, and we would just laugh about the certain people that would come on. And if there were fans that were like really annoying or like really politically motivated that constantly wanted to talk about shit like Trump and Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and Cortez, AOC, or any of this other shit, or what are the hot takes about what Nick the Knife said about this, or oh hey, did you see this thing that was on TRS? And Ralph didn't want to deal with any of that. So what Ralph would do is he would let people in Plate Gang like me and Roxo and Snick and all these other people involved, Angry, Negro Joe, Mr. P, all those people, and he would say, "Go fuck with them. It's funny." I don't have the ability to receive super chats, but I can take Streamlabs stuff. So I set that up yesterday, so I can take Streamlabs stuff. I can't take super chats yet. I have to be approved for monetization, and I'm currently in the approval process. But yeah, he hung out with us and he hung out with us in the fucking doxing server. He knew that we were fucking with his pay pigs. He knew that we were doxing people, that we were messing with them. He knew the entire time. No, but he did tell me that Gator will never be Jim, no matter how hard he tries, and that he doesn't get why people say that he's trying to be Jim. I mean, it's pretty obvious. He mimics Jim in every single way. He does the stupid wannabe Jim laugh where he's just like, that's not his laugh. You can tell it's fake. Everything about them is fake. TRS is like those people like Mike Enoch and stuff like that. It's where Joaquin used to hang before he made the Heel Turn Network. It was only Ralph that was in there. But I mean, come on, his co-host knew. Because they kept unbanning us. What would happen is when it would get to a point where like the pay pigs would complain enough, Ralph would ban somebody, like he would ban Mr. P or he'd ban Negro Joe. And then they'd wait like 3 days, and then he would just unban them and give them access to the same chat. And then they could just go fuck with whoever they wanted. That's the whole thing. Like, Ralph was letting people fuck with his fans the entire time. And he got mad at me because I called him Monday Matt. And then, he's such a soy-filled queer that he can't even tell the truth and tell people that when I was speaking to Andy on the phone, he got on the phone and apologized to me and said that he was sorry and that he overreacted and that he knows he's had a problem. It's just all the anxiety because he thinks his channel's dying. He doesn't tell people that. That cocky bravado that he displayed on Cog's channel, that ain't the real Ralph. The real Ralph is scared. The real Ralph is worried that you guys are going to rise up and start charging back all of the shit that you've ever given him. You can tell he's afraid. You can put your hand against the gun and just feel that it's scared, that it's afraid, because it knows that we're coming for it. I don't feel any sympathy for that guy. I've never been his friend. I've never liked him. And I said a year ago that when they tried to do that show on me, and everybody was like, "Oh man, you're never gonna come back from this." I was like, "Watch me. I will come back, and I will burn it all to the ground." And it might have taken me the better part of a year, but I have burned everything to the ground. I unfortunately had to do the one thing that Jim didn't want to do because he liked that it pissed off the skeptics. But you know what? Sometimes a cleansing fire is what needs to happen. And now we get to see Ralph immolate in the exact same way that Tonka did. It's almost poetic justice. You know, people would say, "Why would you do such a thing?" And all I have to say to that is it's complicated. It's just terrible. Terrible. Absolutely miserable. Absolutely miserable. And the one thing that was good that came out of this was Dispatch actually turned out to be a pretty cool guy. I'm glad that I talked with him, and I'm glad that I convinced Andy and him to talk things out. It was a good way to do things. And now we slowly get to watch the retort be aborted. It's a shame, but I honestly think that the fans deserve better. It's just miserable. Just miserable. Just miserable. You know, inside, deep down, in my small little heart that's 2 sizes too small, there's a little dolphin going. I really hope that in the coming weeks, when Ethan gets humbled, because it's just like Jesus once said, God bless the sinner, not the Pharisee. Anyone who praises himself will be humbled, and anyone who humbles himself will be praised. I don't need praise. I don't need adoration. I don't really need anything. I do this completely for fun. And I do it because I like doing it. Because I like pushing people's buttons. I like setting little fires and watching them burn. And I like to do things on my black and white view of morality. I don't do anything out of maliciousness. I just do what I think is right. You know, people think that I'm like a sociopath or something, and it's clear they don't get me at all. Because if you've ever actually sat down and talked to me, I've helped a lot of people. I mean, even Andy said it. People are like, "Oh, Zoom's trying to manipulate Andy." You know, I barely knew Andy at that point, and I let him just vent to me for over an hour about how stressed he was. And you know, there are people that they don't get it. They think that this is some kind of war. You know, who won IBS? Jim won, Sargon won, Ralph won, Zoom won. It's not about winning. You know, is that really what you guys think about? Because I'm not trying to win. You know, I'm not doing this because I want to just beat somebody or because I hate them or because I want to blame somebody for the stupid shit that I did in that stupid fucking stream where everybody tried to attack me and call me a pedo. I didn't care. It's not because it's fun, and God knows I don't do it because it's easy, because it's not, and it's not because it works, because it hardly ever does. Half the time it fucks up and blows up in my face. I mean, I'm constantly fucked with because I don't deliver all the time, but I do it because it's right to me, because it's decent, and because above all of it, I think it's the kind thing to do. Everybody's, "Oh, do you have a soft spot for Andy? Are you doing this because you think it's funny or because you want to fuck with him and watch him blow up next?" No, I don't. I never fuck up people that I actually become friends with, which is why I've never turned on Andy. I've never turned on anybody that I've ever been a close friend with. And I would never turn on somebody that put their trust in me and has stayed straight with me from the get-go. Now, I told Andy I was mad at him a little while ago because he lied to me. But he apologized to me. He was deeply apologetic about it, and he's been straight with me ever since. So, No, I'd never attack Andy. I would never go after AG Luck or Failure or any of those people. I told Failure it would take a very long time for me to trust him, and I've been straight with him from the get-go. I do everything. I tell everybody what I'm going to do, exactly when I'm going to do it, and I let them know ahead of it. And anybody that watches me regularly knows that. I tell you when I'm going to do something. You really couldn't see this thing with Ralph coming? Even Josh saw it coming. Everybody knew that I was going to get what I said I was going to do a year ago. They knew. I said it a year ago. I will be back and I will burn all of your channels to the ground. I've done it to Tonka, and now it's happening to Ralph. Yet Andy's completely fine. AG Luck's completely fine. Failure's completely fine. I'm happy that all of those people are flourishing because they deserve it. So, I hate to break it to you. I'm not in this for fun or for to be a fucking e-celeb. E-celebs are gay. Who the hell wants to be a fucking YouTuber? I just want a place to talk crap, to laugh at the shekels that are being dumped towards these people that don't really deserve it, and to, kind of steer people on the path where they can see that if they enjoy what I'm doing, they can interact with me, and if they don't have to. I don't make anybody watch me. I just want people to have fun. I want people to be entertained. And I mean, come on, finding out where he is, working with the chat last night. Like, I know Cal likes to be like, oh, he stole this from this because they like to take credit for everything. But I never looked at Cal a single time. I had my screen up the entire time. I was interacting with my chat. We were on Google Maps. We had fucking Dispatch on. We had Wild Goose. We had fun, like, looking for the place, finding the hotel, trying to find the thing on the Google Map and shit like that. Calling the place up. We had fun doing the prank calls. That's fun to me. That is enjoyable. I was in the Streamy leaderboard because people liked watching me. I mean, I can't help that people liked watching me. If people enjoy watching me, they're more than welcome to watch me. If they don't want to watch me, they don't have to. I don't force anybody to watch me. I just want people to have a fun time. Start some fires, watch them burn. What is so terrible about that? What is so crazy and illegal about calling in a couple pizzas to somebody's house? It's not like their lives were ruined. I mean, come on, it was funny. I can't play streams where we watch some mentally retarded guy named Corky overcome adversity and ride a bike for 30 miles because we're not on a free platform anymore. I just want you guys to enjoy what I produce. And what I produce is trash fires. And we all sit and laugh about them and review them. That's why there are some days that I don't stream at all. Because there's no drama to talk about. I only cover drama stuff and stuff related to, blood in the water or some kind of fight that's going to happen. That's all I want. All I want is trash fires and to watch them burn. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing against the terms of service in YouTube for trolling and prank calling. I'm not doing anything different than anybody else has ever done. And I don't want to be an e-celeb. I don't want anything out of this. I don't need the money. I take the money and I give it to charity. I don't need it. It's for fun. It's always been for fun. This to me is a hobby that I do in my free time when I'm bored. And if it ever became something that I could do, to make extra money, I would just give the money away because I don't care about money. I care about giving people something that's entertaining, and I want people to feel entertained. And if they're not, they don't have to watch me. I don't make anybody watch me. I'd wrench Dispatch if he was in here. I don't see him talking. I talk to Dispatch. I talk to a lot of people. I've always given people credit where credit's due. I've never had to go on Cog's channel and shit on Cog to make myself feel better. Cog does his show. People enjoy it. I watch it from time to time, and I get along with Cog. I like networking. I like building connections and stuff like that, and discovering new communities. And then once I've gotten to the point where I know enough people, or I've gotten enough out of what I'm doing, I just leave and go do something else. I've done this for years. I go from community to community. I get as much stuff as I want to learn out of it, and then once I've hit the peak, I leave. That's all it is. I don't plan to last. You don't make a lifetime or a career out of being a YouTuber. You can be made or broken in seconds. Just look at what happened to Logan Paul. All he did was make one stupid video, and he lost everything. He lost his YouTube series. People want him demonetized. He's banned from Japan. You know, these people they get so inflated with themselves that they don't realize what they're doing, and they become constantly obsessed with chasing the next big thing that's going to draw people in instead of just being themselves. You know, thank God that guy was at least smart and he set up a brand where he can make money off the brands because people are pissed at him, but they still buy the t-shirts and stuff, so he can make money off that and coast. You know, you always got to be prepared for the likelihood of the fact that nothing is going to be what you thought it was going to be. And that's something that Ethan has never prepared for. It's something I've told Andy he needs to prepare for. Everybody knows that. Andy knows it too. I've told him this many times. It's like, you can't be prepared for everything in life. You can't be prepared for the day that you're going to lose everything. And I've told Ralph this. I told him, I said, dude, your fans will turn on you if you keep acting like this. You're going to become Baked Alaska, and people are going to snap on you. Oh, well, nobody's going to do that with me. I know exactly what I'm doing. I treat my fans right. You don't anymore. You haven't for a while. Because Ralph has never learned that there's only 3 simple rules to being happy in life. 3. 3 rules. That's it. Paradox, humor, and change. Paradox. Life is a mystery. You don't have to waste your time trying to figure it out. You can be perfectly happy with the way that life works and the way that it is. You don't have to constantly know what's coming and what could be when you could just live in the moment. Humor. Keep a sense of humor about everything, especially yourself. It is the greatest strength you could ever have. People hate me. They talk shit about me every day. But it doesn't matter because I'm happy with who I am. And I enjoy it. And I give people shit all the time. And I make fun of them and they think less of me. But what they don't realize is I never pretend to be better than somebody because there isn't better. You will never be better or worse than anybody else you will ever come across in life because everybody is their own person. And the minute that you learn that, you stop caring about what other people think. You know, the whole point of working through life is figuring out who you are, what your purpose is, and it helps you keep a perspective of who you're going to become and who you want to be to other people. But you don't have to sacrifice who you are for the sake of other people. And that's what happens when people stop caring about their fans and they've built this idea of who they are in their head. And when it doesn't match up with that idea, they turn and lash out at people. And that is exactly what Ralph is doing right now. And the third rule is change. You have to know that nothing is ever going to be the same. Holding on to something is what keeps you from moving forward. It's that shift in the way that you're living that makes the biggest difference in life. And Ralph has never made that shift. He's been stuck in the same mindset that he has 6,000 active viewers and that he's too famous to care about people anymore. And that is what has driven his fans away by the boatload. Oh, there's a clip of the Ralph and Andy fight. All right, let me pull it up. Okay, is it the one that he just posted? Okay, hold on.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Zoom.
What happened?
Because I'm a fucking professional and I'm so.
Thank you.
So AG Luck protected Ralph, who's an alcoholic who was trying to throw them out of the room. I don't know what the hell you're thanking me for, other than, I don't know, trying to help Andy from Ralph, who was kicking him out of the room while his visa and all his shit is in it. Yeah, you're a great guy, AG Luck. Let's take a look at this one.
No, you're drunk. Get the fuck out of here. Holy fuck. Get him away from me. What the fuck's wrong with him? Fucking crackhead. He's a fucking insane person. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna punch him in the fucking face. Fucking cocksucker. Okay, I'm leaving. No, I'm not staying. I'm not staying. I'm out. Fucking find a fucking train. Get the fuck out of here. Is he fucking stupid? He went back upstairs and drank the fucking bottle. He's back down there. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Fuck out of my life, you fucking faggot. Holy fuck. I can't even have 1 minute alone. Fucking nuts. How did I just see AG go. I look behind him and fucking Ralph's there. Smashed off his fucking gourd. And look, cops are here right now. That's going to be great when he's public intoxication.
Yeah, I'm really out of line here. This is the kind of shit I've been getting sent all night. That Andy's afraid to go back to the room. That Ralph is completely smashed off his shit, acting like an asshole, slamming doors, keeping Andy from leaving the fucking room, freaking out on people. Yeah, that is just, it's so terrible of me to actually do the right thing and try to get him into a drunk tank so he can sober up so that he can apologize to them in the morning. I never at any time said that he was dangerous or that he had weapons or anything crazy like that. I said he was belligerent and drunk and he needs to be detoxed. He needs to be put in a drunk tank and sobered up. That is what I told them. I called Andy immediately. I said, Andy, this dude is out of control. If you really don't want to get into a fight, just go tell them that he's drunk and that you just want him sobered out. That's it. They would have put him in the drunk tank. They would have let him dry out. And he would have been better for it. He would have been better for it. But no, AG Luck enables it. He says, oh, it's okay. I handled it like a professional. Yeah, what'd you do, AG Luck? Did you lie and tell them that he wasn't drunk and that he wasn't acting like an asshole? Wow, that's so impressive, AG Luck. You're a real fucking hero. Now, what are you gonna do if he goes and gets drunk tomorrow and attacks you again and acts like a retard again? CJ, they said they had a drunk tank in Miami. They said they had a place they could put him to sober him out. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do, AG Luck, if he goes and gets drunk tomorrow and attacks you guys again? Because they had to get Failure in there to get Andy out of the fucking room. And even fucking Failure said that he had to help Andy out of the room and that Andy didn't even want to go back. We just saw the fucking footage. Yeah, that's because I was on the phone with Andy. It doesn't pick up my voice because it's recording for his side. I was literally just telling him, hey, dude, the people in the hotel had already called the police. They had somebody on the 4th floor call, and the hotel lobby called because they were getting complaints. So they already had cops there. And then I said, I called, and I told them that fucking Ralph was being belligerent, and I saw your clips, and that you're concerned, and, you know, I'm worried that you might have been hurt. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm cool. He's like, but Ralph, like, came at me, and he was like, you want to fight? And I was like, wow, that's fucked. Hold on. Let's play the next clip.
And he goes, yo, you want to fucking mess? You want to go? And I'm like, what the hell? Wait, are you threatening me? He goes, well, it looks like you want to go. And I'm like, I said I was disappointed in you. He goes, yeah, well, and he goes, yeah, well, this is my fucking room. Like, this is my room. Like, your room, like, it's your room, fine. And he closes the door and he locks it. And then he puts his fists up. I'm like on the floor screaming. Dude, I'm screaming like help.
Yeah, I'm an asshole for doing that. I got text messages from other people saying that Andy was screaming for help and that Ralph had him locked in the room. Yeah, I'm such a dick. What an asshole am I for ever thinking that a drunk, unstable retard shouldn't be left in a room with a guy that has severe anxiety. Yeah, just absolutely deplorable. I'm a terrible person.
Dude, we need to just tell him to leave. To get him to leave. Dude, wait, come on. Come on. Andrew, breathe.
No.
Breathe.
No, dude, I'm leaving.
Breathe, man.
Well, my shit, I'm worried. I'm gonna kill him.
No.
He fucking threatened me.
Get in there.
Guys, come on. What's wrong with you? Come on. And just calm down, man.
Fucking leave me alone!
And now I have to, I guess, jump on a fucking train and start traveling, be a fucking homeless fucking person traveling around fucking America.
So, okay, so you were in the room.
And he wouldn't let me go. He's like, you're not getting the fuck out of here. I'm like, get away from me right now. I'm like, you're holding me against my will. I said that Ralph wouldn't let me leave the room. I packed my bags. I tried to get out of the room. And then he locked the door, and I yelled.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. He trapped Andy in the room, locked the door, and threatened him. I'm the bad guy? I'm the bad guy because I called the cops to get the cops there to handle this drunk, unstable retard before he attacks somebody? Yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'm just such a terrible person. You know, I thought it was really fucked up that he was doing this, so I notified the police that somebody that is a felon, that has a history of assaulting peace officers while drunk and intoxicated, a history of being completely belligerent and full of rage while drunk. Yeah, I'm terrible for not wanting to take the chance and see him hurt people for no reason. He's already been told multiple times by the cops today on the beach to stop drinking, and he continued to drink. There's a lot of people that don't get why I do things, but Andy is a good person, and I don't want to see him get hurt by some fat retard who's drunk. So yeah, I let the police know that Ralph was a drunk, belligerent idiot who flat out locked Andy, who has severe anxiety, in a room and threatened to harm him. That is completely fucked. I do not avow that, and I will make sure that it gets handled. There is nothing wrong with what I did. I did it because it was right. I hope they take his goofy ass and put him in a drunk tank, but apparently AG Luck protected him from that. So good job, AG Luck. You're just as bad as Gator. You enable his behavior, and when he's drunk and continuing to act like this as the trip goes on, it'll be on you. You're a professional, right, AG Luck? That's what you said? You're a professional. Let's go ahead. I gotta see that clip again of AG Luck. I'm a professional. Yeah, that's real professional, AG Luck.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Zoom.
What happened?
Because I'm a fucking professional.
What happened? Nothing. Because I'm a fucking professional. That's not something to be proud of, AG Luck. Your friend just had a panic attack because Ralph, while in a drunken, belligerent state, locked the door and said, "You're not going anywhere," and then threatened to kick Andy out into the streets after trying to get him to fight him and saying, "You want to go?" Yeah, you're a real professional. You're a professional piece of shit. Give yourself a golf clap. You're the best. Although, why would I expect much from you, AG Luck? You were, after all, a Tonka supporter. And you openly protected him. You gave him a stream to talk about after the IBS apocalypse. You were his best buddy. So, of course, you would jump onto Ralph's dick. You're supposed to be there for Andy. That's what you and SoCal Chris are doing. But you're not even doing that. Because according to Andy, you've spent the majority of your time trying to get laid and getting mad because Andy's the one that's getting filmed hitting on girls. So, good job. You're a real bang up guy. So I hope that they get him into some kind of program, and I hope that Andy can get away from him. I can call Andy after I get off stream, and I can ask him for an update and if he's okay, and then I'll post it on Twitter for you guys. I'll let you guys know if Andy's okay, because I doubt he wants to really talk to much people. He's probably really upset. I don't want to get him in trouble. So I could call him right now. Hold on. See if he picks up.
The subscriber you have dialed is not available.
He's not answering. He probably went to bed because he said he was going to sleep. So hopefully he goes to sleep and they get the hell out of there. I think he said they were planning to go to Disneyland tomorrow with Failure. So I hope they have a good time tomorrow. If Andy calls me back or he texts me, I'll be sure to post about it. Hopefully he's okay. I don't want to see somebody like him get hurt. It's not funny. But thanks for joining me, guys. I'll probably take a break for a couple hours. I'll probably stream tomorrow afternoon. I got a lot of stuff to do this week. But I don't like I don't like the fact that AG Luck just basically gun shielded Ralph, because Ralph was drunk, and we now have them on stream confirming that he was threatening Worski. Worski saying he was threatening me. I was scared for my life. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. Like, that kind of stuff is not a joke. That's not something that happens when you're just drunk. That is not cool. We got all the clips on fucking Medicare's channel that we can review. That is not normal. That is not normal behavior. You do not take a couple shots and then lock somebody in the room and be like, you want to go, I'm going to attack you. That does not happen. That's not normal. There's no way you can defend that. And the fact that AG Luck was a pro and defended Ralph and made sure nothing happened is kind of screwed up, considering Andy's the one that gave them the job and tried to give them work, and they don't even protect him. The only person that I've seen out there protecting Andy is Failure. And SoCal Chris, who responded to me immediately. Failure was the one that got in front of the door and wouldn't let Ralph come after Andy when Andy was saying, leave me alone, in that clip. I really don't like the fact that AG Luck did that. I'm going to make sure to let Andy know that when I talk to him, because that is not right. Ralph's goofy ass belongs in a drunk tank or in jail. So thanks for joining me, guys. Have a nice night. Hope you guys enjoyed the trash fire, and hope you guys have a nice week. Take it easy.
Thank you for coming. I'll see you in hell.